The galaxy was a raw, gaping wound when I saw it last. Nothing but cinders and ash and pain. The creatures known as enslavers ravaged the realms of the living. The silent king, in his wisdom, bade us sleep. And so we did. Only now do we see how the wound has festered. Countless primitive petty warlords now fight for planetary scraps. Any greatness that once dwelt here was extinguished long ago. All in accord with the designs of Cesaric. But I doubt even he saw that this malignancy, this curse, this legacy of a ruined starscape had taken root in us as well. For the destroyer cults that have arisen, oh, they are Necron in name only. Their true name is death. They only fight to eradicate all life, to bring death to the living and nothing more. Most of us rue the day that we made our dark bargain with the Catan. Most of us long to return to a time of life and flesh. I especially wish for this eventuality. But the destroyers have embraced the darkness of their existence and become less and less of what they once were. They mutilate their bodies, replacing components with more efficient methods of killing. I do not tolerate their presence, but they have their uses on the battlefield. And as monstrous as they are efficient and exceedingly skilled at pursuing their goals of oblivion. Their madness dies deep into their minds. But the destroyers are of mild temperament compared to those who have been afflicted with the Flayer's curse. Utter unreasoning hunger for flesh. It is beyond all thought. It is only compulsion. In my darkest moments, I could see the nihilism that drives the destroyer cults. What is there in the galaxy that is even worth keeping alive after all? But the flayed ones are beasts, and they carry a terrible contagion that makes them so. Would that I could destroy them all. But there is nothing for it. When battle is joined, they emerge from their pocket dimension and slaughter, skin, and feed before disappearing again. My warriors have orders to destroy any of these creatures that remain after the battle. But they slip away as soon as they arrive. Disgusting, all of it. But I can't say I'm surprised by the horrid things this galaxy manages to vomit forth. Aside from the primitive usurpers, I must also contend with this madness that threatens to overtake my soldiers, and that has already taken yet from me. We are nearly indestructible and immortal. Our bodies are untouched by disease and rot of all kinds. But our minds, that is all we have left, the legacy of the Necrontier. And I am not about to surrender mine to the darkness.
Please, we are working as quickly as we can to evacuate.
No, you are stalling. Had it been your intention to evacuate and leave, you would have done so already. I might expect a ponderous evacuation from humans, but not the Eldari. Goodbye, Farsia Tereth. Kafra, report.
The craft world has mustered on the edge of the system. I believe they mean to oppose us. They have no hope. We vastly outnumber them.
Destroy them. Focus on annihilating their void forces. I would prefer to keep the resources of the planet intact. Today we may only be holding this planet to feed the fleshy primitives that we've enslaved. But one day, perhaps we might all sup together at court once more.
Yes, my Faerun.
Battle was a fierce one. The Eldari deployed their swift and nimble weapons of war, but they have spent countless years existing in a galaxy where they were peerless in the realm of technology. Our ships are just as swift, and our weapons even more devastating. Eldar Voidstalkers clashed with Necron tomb ships. The enemies fired their lances, and we returned with our death rays and lightning arcs. The Eldar fleet was predictable. Hit and run. Rely on swiftness and skill to keep them alive. Bait our scythe ships into an asteroid field and into a waiting ambush. I must temper my desire to destroy these nuisances with my true goal of victory. We must cut through their schemes. The planet Wireb is our goal. Just as I order my fleet to disengage from the Eldari, their forces suddenly withdraw. Oh, stall, 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 and then retreat. I knew it, whatever they were trying to do. I think they've had enough time to do it. The fighters return to their cruisers, and we continue, unopposed to the maiden world of Wireb, bathed in the light of its white star. No, something was wrong.
I am detecting high levels of warp energy emanating from the planet.
I watch as points of brilliant light begin to blaze into existence on the surface of the planet. There is a strange sort of beauty in the intricacy of the design. Suddenly, light leaps from light in great arcs, and the entire planet becomes wreathed in a kind of controlled warp current. The lights grow brighter and brighter. Shut down all weapon systems and engines. Reroute all power to our shields and nullifiers. Kafra does as he is ordered. But what was this that they had planned? Some great weapon to unleash against my fleet. But the blast of psychic energy never came. The web only grew brighter and brighter until the planet shone like its parent star. There was a great flash like a nova. And then, the planet was gone. Wireb was simply gone. There is a silence that hangs in the air. I stand and take the hand of my beloved Nyet. Kafra, Nyet and I are going for a walk in the gardens. I want you to make preparations to use the Dolmen Gate.
To what end, my Faerun?
Where do the Eldar always slink off to when they wish to hide? They pulled their precious planet into the webway. Where else would it be? They likely accomplished this feat at great cost to themselves. I want you to take the fleet and bring back what is mine. I want that planet. And I want Craft World G destroyed.
Are you certain this is a wise course of action? All this for one planet?
No, it is not wise, Kafra, but it is necessary. We cannot allow weaker races to defy my power. I will not look weak in the eyes of other dynasties, and I will not look foolish. I will crush them, and I will have every single piece of the Amenta dynasty returned to me. I will have things as they once were. It takes my mind away from the way things are, and turns my thoughts towards what may yet be. Come, Niet. Come help me set my mind at ease.
No man do they call me. My mother and my father, and all my comrades as well. Thank you all for listening to this week's episode of The Price of Eternity. If you like what you heard, please give a like and comment, as that will help ensure that there's finally some peace and quiet now that those lousy kids are off your lawn. If you haven't done so, please subscribe, as that will help ensure that you can hear more stories about grumpy Egyptian skeletons. If you would like to support me, you're welcome to do so via PayPal or Patreon, both of which are linked below. And if you have absolutely no idea what's going on, you can check out the playlist link, which should be appearing on screen now. Thank you all very much. No Man out.